Hi guys, today we are going to talk about under eye circles. Everyone gets them. I especially get them when I've had a glass of champagne the night before, so I've sort of become an expert on how to hide them. My first tip is oil. I picked this up from a makeup guru. I forgot his name, but he's famous on YouTube, and I'll find who it is and leave the link below. But he's this amazing makeup artist that told me to mix a little bit of oil with my foundation. So right now I have a full foundation on with a little bit of contour, but I like to go in and do a concealer under my eyes on top of this, just to make sure I don't have any under eye blue, purple looking circles. So first we're gonna start with oil. This is rose hip oil with vitamin E in it. And I always put a little bit of oil underneath my eyes when I really want to conceal those under eye circles. So right now I just have a drop on my finger and I'm gonna go ahead and rub it right underneath my lash line. So if you already have foundation on right now, this is gonna rub it off a little bit because oil takes makeup off, but you just wanna rub it right underneath the eye so it doesn't take too much of the makeup off and it's still getting that dewy look under your eye that I'm obsessed with. So right now I have my rose hip oil underneath my eye. You can just see how that looks. It's gonna be a little bit greasy. That's totally fine. And then we're gonna go in and we're gonna add a little bit of eye cream. This one's Elizabeth Arden and it's a Flawless Future. And I really like eye cream because it's gonna prevent wrinkles and fill in any fine lines. And when I put my concealer on, it is going to make the most flawless finish with a little bit of eye cream. So I'm just tapping this a little bit on both fingers and I'm gonna go ahead and dab it underneath my eye. And I like to dab it instead of rub it because someone told me a long time ago that if you rub it, it causes wrinkles. And I'm all about prevention, so I'm just gonna dab and not rub. So again, dabbing it underneath the other eye. So now I've got like this oily look underneath my eye, which is fine because it's sort of priming my eye, getting it ready for the concealer. So now we're gonna go in for concealer, and this is by Tarte. And it's amazing because it's seriously gonna clear up any circles, any purple, red, blue underneath the eye. And I like to mix this with a little bit of moisturizer. You guys know that I love mixing my concealer and foundation with moisturizer because it gives it kind of a dewy finish. So I'm putting about a dime size amount on my hand. And this is super thick concealer, which is exactly what you want for under eye circles. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my MAC moisturizer. It's charged water, and I love this. I use it all over my face, and I especially like mixing it with my foundation or concealer. So now I've got both on my hand, and I'm gonna use this brush. It is a MAC brush, and I will leave the link below for it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and dab the concealer and the dime size amount of moisturizer together, mixing it, kind of like almost painting. So you're using your hand as kind of like a little paint board. And then you're just gonna dab it underneath going upward. So you're creating that kind of lifted eye look. I'm going right underneath the lash line too. And I even like to take it and put it on the sides of my nose to give it a little bit of a highlight. And I'm lifting up, just dabbing it in, blending it. And then I like to go in with my finger or a beauty blender and just kind of complete it by blending it up. Now, if I had a beauty blender right now, I'd probably be using that. I don't have one, so I'm just gonna use my finger. And again, I'm going upward. And then here's another trick that I love to do. So I hate eyeshadow. Everyone knows that about me. I always am talking about how much I hate it. You'll never see me in eyeshadow. I like to take this and put it on the lid of my eye because it's gonna brighten the eye. So now I'm gonna go in and put it on top of my eye. So I'm actually using concealer as an eyeshadow. And what that does is it brightens everything up. Right now I have no mascara on and no brow powder on, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in for you guys, but I just wanna show you what it looks like without anything else on. And I even go up to my brow bone so I can highlight that. Okay, so here's one eye. And again, I'm gonna keep blending it. So I'm gonna go in and do the other eye. So I've done all the way from my cheekbone up to my brow bone, and I've used this as an eyeshadow, and I've even gone on the sides of my nose. So I'm gonna go in and do the other left side. On both of my eyelids, my brow bone, and a little bit underneath the lash line. And after I've blended this with this brush, it's 217 by MAC, I'm gonna go ahead and use my eye brightening pen. This is so random, but it's absolutely amazing for eye coverage. So it's kind of like yellow tinted, which is gonna take away any dark spots. And I like to put this right underneath my lash line. So I'm gonna go ahead and just line it and go upward underneath. So this isn't in, it's right under the lash line. And I just blend it with my pinky going up. So what this does is it automatically brightens my eyes. If I'm hungover, this is my favorite thing ever. I keep it in all my bags. If I don't feel good, this is my favorite thing ever. And if I just have under eye circles, this is my favorite thing ever. So I really recommend this. It's called Camouflage FX Color Correcting Concealer Duo. So I'm gonna go and put it on my left side, and I'm gonna go up. And again, I'm gonna blend upward. So I don't have any mascara on, like I said. So this is gonna look weird until I put mascara on, so bear with me. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And the next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna fill in my brows really quickly. I've just recently become obsessed with cream brow gel. It's called Dip Brow Pomade, and it's soft brown, and it's by Anastasia, and it's amazing. So this is like almost like a cream powder, and you guys know how I fill in my brows, so I'll be quick about this. Always go upward. Lately, I've been really about a more natural brow instead of really dramatic. So I don't use as much brow gel or brow powder as I normally do. So I'm go ahead and filling in my brows. This is more of like a daytime look, so I'm not going too gnarly on the brow gel. And then I'm gonna fill the other one in. Always brushing the hair upward. I'm gonna put a little dot on the tip of my eyebrow, and then I'm gonna come down to the ends and just brush upward with my brush. So again, I'm keeping it natural for daytime. I have no mascara on, so this look is totally not complete yet. We're also going to use a white eyeliner, and this is really gonna brighten your eyes. It brightens the whites of your eyes, especially if you have blue eyes. A white eyeliner pen is amazing. So what I like to do with this is I like to go in the insides of the bottom of my lash line. So I'm just gonna go in and line the inside. So with this, I like to kind of blend it with my pinky too. I don't want it too dramatic. I don't wanna look like that movie Powder where everything's white. I wanna make sure it blends in. So this I like to go upward too if you can. Be careful that you don't poke your eye out. And you're just covering any redness that's inside your eye. So you're gonna literally take care of anything that looks like you have any type of under eye circles. So before I start my mascara, I'm just gonna brush my brows with this little tiny brush, because you always have to brush your brows because it makes all the difference, especially when you're trying to open your eyes. And you're gonna brush upward. Now we're gonna go in for the mascara, thank God. Totally wanna complete this look. And you guys know I love primer, so I'm using my white gooey primer first to prime the eyelash. And then to really open my eyes, I always like to curl them. This is my favorite curling iron, and I will leave the link below for this. It's amazing. And when I curl my lashes, I always make sure that it's parallel to my face. So I'm not going like this, I'm just holding it parallel. I'm giving it 1, 2, 3 squeeze, taking it off, and then I like to go in for one more prime. And then I'm gonna coat my lashes with Bare Minerals, a Lash Domination. I love this mascara. And I like to give it one coat of this. I like to focus on the outer corner of my lashes mainly because I like that flirty, sexy lash. So I'm really gonna go heavy on the ends of that. And again, this is a daytime look, so I don't want too much mascara. And then I'm going to end with my absolute favorite MAC mascara. Sometimes I use Great Lash too. I love that brand. It's the pink tube at the drugstore, and it's been my favorite since high school. But lately I've just been all about this MAC mascara. So there's one eye. Let's go in and do the other eye. Mascara. And lastly, I'm going to do 2 small tiny things just to make sure the look's complete. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of powder. This one's by MAC, and this brush is from Target. It's amazing. Just use this brush and make little teeny dabs upward, just so it's not too dewy, but it still has that dewy look. I even like to put a little bit on my brow bone, again, so I get that little bit of highlight. So I'm still getting that glow, but it's not, you know, overly like greasy glow. So that's how that looks. And then of course we have to do finishing spray. This one's by MAC. It sets the whole look. It's like hairspray for your face. I love this, and it's going to hold this look together so it doesn't crumble or look gross, and it's gonna keep that dewy look. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this all over my face. Ta-da! So that is how you conceal under eye circles. If you're tired or hungover or had a late night, I got you covered. All these tips and tricks should really take away anything that shows you've had a late night. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Leave what you guys wanna see next below.